What's up everybody, Watt007 here, and welcome back to a new Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links video. In today's Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links video, I'm going to be showcasing the ultimate Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. Now, the objective of this ultimate Blue Eyes White Dragon deck is not to get 20 million wins in ranked PvP. The objective of this deck is to see what would happen if you put all these different types of Blue Eyes cards in one deck. As you guys can tell from the thumbnail, as you guys can see on your screen right now, we got all sorts of Blue Eyes cards in this one deck, and that's why I dubbed it the ultimate Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. Thanks to the skill scores of ultimate defeat, we're gonna have access to the boy Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. Next up, we have your boy Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Now we have access to this card thanks to the fact that DSOD Kaiba you can now get this card through leveling him up. We got Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, we got Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, we got a Azur Silver Dragon, not a Blue Eyes card, but definitely synergizes with the Blue Eyes archetype. We got Blue Eyes White Dragon over here, Dragon Spirit of White, and then we got a bunch of other Blue Eyes support cards. So that's kind of the objective of today's video. As you can tell, this deck is very janky, and I'll be honest, it's not really that good of a deck. I just thought of this idea. I thought it would have been a fun idea to just goof around and see what would happen. So how this video is going to be is that instead of me hopping into live duels, I am just going to showcase to you guys a bunch of duel replays of just kind of popping off with this deck. So that's kind of how this video is going to be. Hope you guys are excited. If you guys are, you know what to do. Hit that like button on the video down below to show your support, and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you guys are new for more Duel Links content. But of course, you can wait to like and subscribe until you watch the entire video. Without further ado, let's go hop into the live duels. Not live duels. That's a habit of mine. We're gonna hop into the duel replays, and I'll go commentate and showcase this deck to you guys. Let's get into it. Also, one thing I need to mention before I forget is that before we go into the duel replays, there's actually a different version of this deck that I was originally trying. It was a Lightsworn Blue Eyes build, and I utilized Dragon's Mirror and Lightsworns to summon into Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. So I decided to scrap that deck because I didn't like how that deck works, and this deck that I have right now works a little better. But just a heads up, the reason why I need to mention that is because some of the duel replays that I do commentate have that previous build. So some of them are going to be about this deck, some of them are going to be about the previous deck. There you go. So the first opponent that I'm going against is a Joey Wheeler. He's playing a 30-card Gravekeeper deck. He's going to set one monster face down and set one spell and trap card face down. We're going to draw, activate Charge of Light Brigade, hoping to mill maybe some White Stone of Legend or White Stone of Ancient. Sadly, we don't. We get to search for Raikou, though, and we do set a White Stone of Ancients. Actually, in this situation, I couldn't search for Raikou because I actually milled my only other copy of Raikou. Never mind, but still, we mill out some cards, and then we set White Stone of Ancients. Next up, he's going to activate Necro Valley, which is a big hindrance to my deck because my deck relies a lot on the graveyard. So the fact that he activated Necro Valley was a very big deal. Still, we're going to draw, we draw into a Tetris Trap Hole, which is not bad because we didn't mill our other Tetris Trap Hole, and we got Raikou ready to go, and Raikou's going to be our only out to Necro Valley. Next up, our opponent's going to flip their card up, normal summon to Gravekeeper Spiritualist. I activate TTH because I don't want him to do anything to me. We're going to flip open Raikou to destroy that Necro Valley, so then we can go in for some meme in action. This guy activates his Wall of Disruption, so none of my monsters are going to be able to deal some damage to him, so now I just have a bunch of zero attack monsters on the field. He still doesn't do anything. We top deck into Sage of the Eyes of Blue and activate Sage of the Eyes of Blue's special ability where you can send a face-up effect monster on your side of the field to the graveyard to then special summon a good old Blue Eyes White Dragon. So that's what we do because we clearly just have a bunch of zero attack monsters on the field. So we get our Blue Eyes White Dragon out on the field, and then we go into the Synchro summon of your boy Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, thanks to the fact that we had our Ancients on the field. Next, our opponent's going to activate a Kite to not take any damage. We're going to activate our White Stone of Ancients in the graveyards because when it gets sent, to the graveyard during the end phase of that turn, you can special summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon. So that's what we do. Special summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon on the field, and things are looking pretty nice. He's going to set a card down. We're going to activate our White Stone of Ancients to add back that Blue Eyes White Dragon from our graveyard to our hand. He's going to activate Drowning Mirror for us, but we're going to chain Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon because when we do, we can special summon a Dragon Synchro monster from our extra deck onto the field, or a light extra deck. A light dragon monster onto the field. Next up, though, our opponent draws, and then he summons a Lava Golem on our side of the field, which is going to be very obnoxious. Luckily, it's an 8-star monster, so we're going to summon our White Stone of Legend and go into the secret summon of Vermilion Dragon Mech. Next up, we're going to activate White Stone Legends effect since it got sent to the graveyard to add a copy of Blue Eyes White Dragon. Next up, we're going to use one of our White Stone Ancients in our graveyard to banish it and then add a Blue Eyes White Dragon to the hand. And we're going to go and activate our Polymerization to go into the Fusion main summon of Neo, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. So now we got a Vermilion Dragon mech on the field and a Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon on the field. Joey Wheeler won't know what hit him. He still activates a Kite Road to save himself this turn. We go for the direct attack, a 2700 attack. He activated Magicalized Fusion. I had a heart attack, so I thought he was going to summon into Quinlet Magician, but luckily, all he was summoning into was Gravekeeper Supernaturalist, and besides, he didn't even have enough resources to go into Quinlet Magician. He's going to summon Supernaturalist in defense position. He's going to activate its effect to search for Gravekeeper Spy. And then what's going to happen here is that we're going to reactivate Vermilion Dragon Mech to destroy his monster, but then this surrenders. So I couldn't get that satisfying win with Neo Blue Eye Ultimate Dragon, but I gotta show you guys this duel replay because it was insane. Let's move on to the next one. So this time around, I am battling a Dark Signer Rex Goodwin. He sets down one card face down, and then it goes to my turn. And let me tell you what, boys, I go for some insane combos right here. So we pitch one of our Blue Eyes White Dragons to special summon Cosmic Brain through Cosmic Brain's effect. We're gonna normal summon White Sun of Ancients and sacrifice it with Cosmic Brain's effect to then special summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Next up, what we do right here is that instead of leaving our White Sun of Ancients in the graveyard, we're actually going to banish it to add Blue Eyes White Dragon from our graveyard back to the hand, because we now have 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons in our hand and field to then utilize them to go into the fusion summon of Neo, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. And then you want to see what the opponent does? He just surrenders. What up? It would have been so nice to just, attack with our Cosmic Brain and then attack with Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon for game, but nope, they just surrendered, so that's fun. Still, sick replay though, I gotta admit. So in this duel, I'm going against an Aster Phoenix. He's gonna start off the duel by summoning into a Vision Hero Vylon and activating his effect to mill an Elemental Hero Neos from his deck to the graveyard. He's gonna activate Vylon's second ability to banish Neos to search for polymerization. While he's at it, he's gonna sneakily put one face down spell and trap card on his side of the field, and then he's gonna end his turn. My opening hand was pretty mediocre, but I do have that Chaos form in hand, so maybe I can go into the summon of Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. We'll see if that happens in today's duel. I'm gonna draw, summon into Raiden, use its ability to pitch a couple cards. I pitched the Solar Recharge and Blue Eyes White Dragon, which could be good because since this is the Lightsworn Blue Eyes build, it kind of relies on milling a bunch of our Blue Eyes White Dragons to then use Dragon's Mirror to go into Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. So that was kind of my objective right there. We destroy his Vylon, mill some more cards, and milled a Deep Eyes and a Blue Eyes White Dragon for that second mill, and then we just kind of go from here. He's going to set one card face down. I'm going to summon into Lumina and go into the Synchro summon of Michael. Next up, what we're going to do, we're going to activate Michael's effect to take out one of his cards. We got rid of his D-Fusion. We go for that direct attack and deal a lot of damage to him. We mill some more cards right here. Nothing too crazy, though. Next up, we actually have the game right here, but for the content's sake of me, I decided to not take him out this turn. So, as you guys can see, I activated Scorns of Ultimate Defeat. Can be used on turn 6 and onwards. Add 1 Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon to the top of your deck. In addition, add Chaos Form to your hand from outside the deck if your opponent controls monsters with 3,500 or higher defense. So, there you go right there. We're going to add that boy, Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon, to the top of the deck. But yeah, I just don't take out my opponent this turn. Now, I didn't realize this until it's too late, but Michael's effect does trigger, so I did mill my Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon, but it's gonna be okay. Our Aster, or the opponent we're going against, is gonna activate his skill Destiny Calling. He's gonna summon it to Blazeman and search for polymerization. He's gonna activate H-Heated Heart a couple times real quick. He's gonna activate 2 of them and then attacks into my White Sun of Ancient. And boys, I perfectly calculated this. We're gonna activate White Sun of Ancient's effect to summon into Blue Eyes White Dragon from our deck. Next up, what we're gonna do right here is that we're going to go tributes off. No, we're not gonna tribute off both of our monsters. What we are gonna do is activate White Sun of Ancient's ability to add our Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon from our graveyard to the hand. Totally calculated, boys. Next up, we're going to go tribute off a couple of our monsters for Dragon Spirit of White, and then we're going to use his ability to banish his last back row cards, because while it was a polymerization, I just wanted to do that just to be safe so I don't have to worry about anything. And then next up, what we do, we go for the summon of Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. We activate that Chaos Form, tribute a Dragon Spirit away, and go into the summon of your boy. Look at this beautiful ritual monster right here. You love to see it. And then we just attack for game and decimate Aster Phoenix. GG, bro. So in this duel, I'm going against an Aster Phoenix, and fun fact, I'm actually facing against a fellow Duel Links YouTuber named iGalaxy. He was showcasing his toxic Neo deck, and his Neos deck is very toxic indeed. Fun fact, if you didn't know already, me and him are actually going to be doing a Link Evolution co-op Let's Play later this week. So by the time you're watching this video, part 1 is either out or it's going to come out sometime in the future. But be sure to go peep out one of our channels so you guys know when that project comes out, because we're doing a speed run versus in Link Evolution. shout outs aside, let me show you guys how toxic Galaxy's deck is, and let's see how I can handle it with my ultimate Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. He's going to set one card face down and normal summon into Destiny Hero Decider. Next up, he's going to end his turn. We're going to go into our turn right now. I'm going to activate Charge of the Light Brigade, and then we're going to go add Raiden Hand of the Light Swarm. Next up, we're going to normal summon to Maiden with the Eyes of Blue. That waifu looking nice. How do you do? Next up, he's going to summon into his Destiny Hero Celestial. Next up, I'm going to go set my White Stone of Ancients. He's going to go attack my White Stone of Ancients, and that's going to allow me to special summon into Dragon Spirit of White, which is going to allow me to banish his back row card, which I believe is a D-Fusion. Or no, Necro Fusion. Next up, though, we're going to activate our Dragon Spirit's White's effect to summon into Blue Eyes White Dragon. Kind of what was going through my head is that I wanted to get a bunch of Blue Eyes White Dragons on the field and in the graveyard so that later in the duel I can use Dragon's Mirror to utilize and summon into Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. So that's kind of what my thought process was there. We summon into Raiden. We mill a couple more cards. We go into the Synchro summon of Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. Next up, we're going to go attack with Raiden and Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. I use Raiden to attack into his Decider because Decider cannot get attacked by 6 or higher monsters. We use Blue Eye Spirit Dragon to get rid of his Destiny Hero Celestial. Next up, Raiden's effect's going to trigger, mill a couple more cards, and now Galaxy is going to go into his toxic Neos build right here. He's going to activate Neos Fusion and summon it into his Prismatic Elemental Hero Brave Neos. Next up, he's going to trigger the effect of Crimson Fox. Since it was sent to the graveyard through a card effect, it's going to be able to trigger its ability to change one of my monsters' attack to 0. So I'm going to take a ton of damage right here. Next up, Brave Neos is going to search for another Neos Fusion, and this is where I misplayed. I actually could have won on this turn, but I did a big misplay. Anyways, I go into Blue Eye Spirit Dragon, and then I summon into Azure Eye Silver Dragon. Next up, we draw into Majesty of the Eyes of Blue, and this was our ticket to go into Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, but I messed up very badly here. So what we do is that we summon into Dragon Spirit of White, and then we activate Dragon Spirit of White to then summon into our Blue Eyes White Dragon from our hand. I did this because that was the only way I could activate my Dragon's Mirror, because I needed to have the Blue Eyes White Dragons either on the field or in the graveyard. You can't use them from your hand. Hindsight 2020, though, I should have actually summoned my Dragon Spirit of White and not activate its effect. I should have tribute summoned it into my Blue Eyes White Dragon since I still have my normal summon this turn. And that was a big mistake of this duel, because what I do right here is I go into Majesty of the Eyes of Blue, I pitch one of my Blue Eyes White Dragons, and then what I do right here, I activate Dragon's Mirror, and then we go into the fusion summon of your boy Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, which is awesome. Behold, Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. How epic right there. Now the thing is with Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon is that it states this effect right here. So at the end of the damage step, if this is the only face-up card you control, and this fusion monster summoned card attacked, you can send one Blue Eyes fusion monster from your extra deck to the graveyard. This card can attack again in a row. And since I have Azure Eye Silver Dragon on my field, I couldn't utilize this card's effect, because I do have a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon in my extra deck also. If I just tributed off my Azure Eye Silver Dragon and my Dragon Spirit of White, I could have went for the double attack with Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon and won the duel right here, but I'm a clown. I'm a clown right here. Anyways, though, we activate White Stone of Ancients, we add back the Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. I do 1,700 points of damage, but it just doesn't matter. We get Lava Golden right here. Toxic Galaxy back at it again, Lava Golding me, and then he goes for his Neos Fusion yet again. He's going to activate Reinforcements and search for Destiny or Plasma. Like, this deck is so toxic, and the worst part was I could have won against this duel if I just didn't make that minor misplay. We activate Scorn's Ultimate Defeat for the meme. We go into Maiden with the Eyes of Blue. It doesn't matter, though, because he's going to summon into his DQ, and then he's going to summon into his Destiny Hero Plasma. Destiny Hero Plasma is going to negate my Maiden with the Eyes of Blue effect thanks to his ability. He's going to take my Maiden with the Eyes of Blue and attack me directly for game. GG Galaxy. Good game, man. That deck is super toxic. So in this duel, I'm going against Akiza. How you doing, girl? And in this duel, nothing really happens, but I want to showcase this duel replay because there was a really cool combo that I pulled off with my Blue Eyes White Dragon. But spoiler alert, I checked this guy's deck, and I believe this player was using like a suicide deck or something like that. So my opponent doesn't do anything, but I wanted to showcase a really cool combo that I did. Anyways, things start off pretty normal. Summon White Stone Ancients, activate Sage's effect to then send our White Stone Ancients to the graveyard to not synchro, to special summon into Blue Eyes White Dragon. Next up, we're just going to attack, you know. How you doing? Next, we're going to activate White Stone Ancients effect to then special summon another Blue Eyes White Dragon onto the field. Our opponent does nothing, and then what we do is some cool combos right here. We summon Maiden Eyes of Blue, go into Synchro summon of Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. Next up, we activate White Stone Ancients to add back Blue Eyes White Dragon to our hand, and then we sack off our Blue Eyes White Dragon to then special summon into Cosmic Brain. I just wanted to showcase this dual replay because it was just kind of a cool combo that you can do with recycling your Blue Eyes from the graveyard, add it back to your hand, and then use that as a target for Cosmic Brain. I thought it was pretty cool, so I wanted to showcase this replay. So apparently I forgot to record record an outro for this video, so it looks like this is going to be the outro. Hope you guys enjoyed today's Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links video. If you guys enjoyed today's Yu-Gi-Oh! Links video and you have not already, be sure to show your support on the video by hitting the like button on the video down below and subscribe to the YouTube channel for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links content. I hope you guys enjoyed today's Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. This video was pretty cool to record, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Nonetheless, so that's going to be it for me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll go see you guys next Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links video.
Off in a cycle repeat. A lie. How many chasing their dreams? A lie. How many of us give up cause we taking the failure as if it's defeat? A lie. How many of us is weak? A lie. How many of us is scared? A lie. How many of us don't understand that we got somebody who really cares? A lie.